Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Shalom, Barakatha. This is High Priest, call her Law, love the law, also known as Kalvon Israel, back with another video lesson, giving all praises, honor, power, glory, dominion, majesty, reverence, blessings, worship, love, and admiration to the Most High, Yahweh, and Yahweh only. Double honors, triple honors to Yahweh and Yahweh only. No Bahashim. Understand that. Okay, now the title of today's video lesson is The Abomination of the Book of Revelation. Okay, now what I did in this video lesson is I took all the highlighted parts from my Revelation Demolition series and I put it all in one video. So a person doesn't have to watch a 3-hour long series just to get all of the groundbreaking information here. Because that's what this is here. Groundbreaking information. This information has never been brought out in all the 2,000-year existence of the New Testament. No scholar, no biblical scholar has ever lined it up correctly, precisely this way, so that they can clearly see that the Romans, the Edomite Romans that wrote the New Testament, they are clearly, subliminally disrespecting the God of Israel, Yahweh, in their New Testament writings. All right? Now, the Romans are doing two things here with the New Testament. One thing they are doing is attempting to peacefully stop what they call a Messianic rebellion. Since the Romans noticed it was the Hebrew Bible that motivated and fueled the Israelites to fight so hard against them, they attempt to write Israel a new law, a new way, a new Bible with a new Messianic leader that was much less like King David and Judas Maccabees and more passive and accepting to Rome. That's why in the New Testament we hear, render to Caesar what is Caesar's, telling the Israelites to pay taxes to Rome. We hear all meats are clean. Nothing that goes in you can defile you. Your belly purges all meats, right? Declaring all meats clean. No punishment for the adultery law. Right? Because nobody want to screw your wife more than the devil, the white man. And circumcision is nothing. And it literally says it like that. Circumcision is nothing. These are the things that the Romans feel are a burden, a yoke. So Torah is referred to as a yoke in the New Testament. Now, the other thing they are doing in the New Testament, on the other hand, the Romans hate the Israelites that won't submit to the Roman way because of our loyalty towards Yahweh. So in the New Testament, they are secretly attacking and blaspheming the Most High God, Yahweh, the God of Israel. And they are calling his remnant, the ones that are loyal to him and that won't, convert to be Christians. They are calling us the beast, like the beast government, right? So right here in Deuteronomy 32:17, this is a clear prophecy of the New Testament and that the Israelites will be deceived by the New Testament and fall because of the New Testament. They sacrifice unto devils, not to God, devils, because devils made the New Testament, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not. So our fathers here in the wilderness, they did not know JC. They didn't know nothing about baptism. You know, they wasn't eating nobody's flesh symbolically, drinking nobody's blood, you know, thinking someone can die for their sins. You know, they were told to not partake in none of those things. So our fathers never knew JC. They didn't have the New Testament. So what are you doing? Forsaking the Most High God and going after a new God that came newly up. Right? So let's get right off into this video lesson. And we're going to be showing the blasphemous contradictions and the direct disrespect. Well, the direct, indirect disrespect towards the God of Israel, Yahweh. Revelation 12, verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood after the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood. And the earth helped the woman, and the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth. Okay. So in the book of Revelation, we see that the evil dragon has caused a flood on the earth. Okay. Now, it's only one person that ever made it flood on the earth that we know about, and that's Yahweh. Okay, so we're going to go and get that, where Yahweh made it flood on the earth. So we know that this is a subliminal diss towards Yahweh. They are calling Yahweh a dragon. Genesis 7 and 4. For yet 7 days, and I will cause it to rain upon the earth 40 days and 40 nights, and every living substance that I have made will I destroy from off the face of the earth. So, there we go. The dragon floods the earth. Yahweh floods the earth. Let's go and grab some more. Revelation 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causes the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And he does great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And he does great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. Well, who did that? The God of Israel did that. The Most High God Yahweh did that. He's the only one that we see that did that, that made it rain fire from the heavens. right? Make it fire come down from heaven. Let's go see where Yahweh did that. We're going to go to Genesis 19, verse 24. Then Yahweh rained upon Sodom and upon Gomorrah brimstone and fire from Yahweh out of heaven. So was it the beast that was raining down fire from heaven? Was it the evil, wicked beast? Or was it the all-righteous, the almighty Yahweh? Right? Because we see it's two people that's doing these things. It's the dragon, the beast, right? And it's Yahweh. So it's like the devil, and then it's Yahweh that's doing the same thing. So in the book of Revelation, this devil make it rain fire from heaven. Only the Most High can do that. Right? And in the Hebrew Bible, the Hebrew God is making it rain fire from heaven. Okay? So let's go to Revelation. Let's go back to Revelation. Let's go grab some more. Revelation 13:14. And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he have power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast, which had the wound by a sword and did live. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Okay. So, the image of the beast is the government of the beast, right? That'd be Israel. Let's go and prove that these New Testament Revelation writers are subliminally disrespecting the Most High God, Yahweh. Okay. Let's read this one more time. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, right? So let's go to Genesis 1, verse 26. And God said, let us make man in our image, after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowl of the air, and over the cattle, and over all the earth, and over every creeping thing that creepeth upon the earth. So God created man in his own image. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created him, male and female created he them. Okay, so he gave life to the image of the beast. Man is in the image of God. The image of the beast here is God giving life to the image Yeah. Calculate it. That's what 666 means in Greek. It means calculate. Yeah, you got to add that up. You think they're going to spell it out for you? Like, just completely just... No, you got to read between the lines. Because they got another agenda that they are trying to do. They are trying to actually win the Israelites over. But this is all wicked from evil people with malice intent. So, yeah, this disrespect is in here, man. This hate for God is in here. Genesis 2:7. And Yahweh God formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostril the breath of life, and man became a living soul. God made the image to live, just like the beast made the image to live, right? And go back here to Revelation 13:15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. Man is in God's image. That the image of the beast, the image of God, should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. Where do we see that at? That if you do not worship the image of the beast, which is Yasharahla, the Israelites, Israel, right? You will be killed. Where is that? Isaiah 60, verse 12. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve you shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. Right? You will not worship the beast, the image of the beast. You will be killed. You will not worship the image of the beast. You will be killed. For the nation and kingdom that will not serve you shall perish. Yeah, those nations shall be utterly wasted. So, who's the image of the beast that you will be killed if you do not serve and worship? It says it right here. Yasharahla. Right? We can get that. We can get that. Let's go back. Revelation 13:16. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Right. There shall be one law for the native, right? For the Israelites, and one law for the sojourner, for the ones that dwell among us, the Gentiles that dwell among us, right? And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, let's go and see where the Most High God requires you to get a mark in your hand or in your forehead, right? A mark in your hand and in your forehead. Let's go and get that, because this is what they are talking about here. They are talking about this mark, the commandments. Deuteronomy 6, verse 8. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. That's the commandments. Okay? So you're supposed to keep the commandments in your mind, like between your eyes, in your mind, and the commandments are supposed to be in your hand, spiritually, so that you can carry them out and do them. Okay? But they are saying this is the mark of the beast, right? What was that? Yeah, let's go and get that again. Deuteronomy 6 and 8. And thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thine hand. Right? So the mark is in your hand or on your forehead, and they shall be as frontlets between thine eyes. That's your forehead. Okay? And once again, what this means is it's spiritual. It's meaning for you to keep the commandments in your mind and keep them in your hand so that you can carry them out and do them. But the New Testament writers are saying that this is the mark of the beast. The commandments, the laws of our God, they are the mark of the beast. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. See, so there's no coincidence, especially not this close, not this accurate. All right, you have to be an absolute fool to overlook this and to just say that this is just a mere coincidence. 2 Chronicles 15:13. 2 Chronicles 15:13. That whosoever would not seek Yahweh, God of Israel, should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman. Okay. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right, so you either serve the Most High God Yahweh or you're going to die. All right? So, Revelation 13:17. In that no man might buy or sell except he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Okay, so the number of his name, the Israelites, we don't get off into gematria. So I don't know why they're trying to get off into gematria here. This is gematria, the number of his name. Yeah, that's gematria stuff. So it's witchcraft right here in the New Testament. Okay. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666, 666. Okay. Here is wisdom. Let him that has understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. So yeah, the image of the beast is a man, right? The image of the beast represents the Israelites, the beast government, right? So what I found that was really interesting was that the New Testament, the book of Revelation, is originally written in Koine Greek. The whole book is originally written in Koine Greek, the language Koine Greek, right? Except for these 3 numbers, right? Except for this number right here, 666. Surprisingly, the whole New Testament, the whole book of Revelation was written in Greek except for 666. These numbers were written in Hebrew. Yeah. The whole book of Revelation is originally written in Greek. It's written in Greek, except when you get to this part right here in the original text, these numbers are in Hebrew. So they are letting you know that they are talking about the Hebrews and the Hebrew God. The ancient Romans and Christians used to use numbers to hide the identity of the person they were attacking. Okay. So let's go to Revelation. Let's keep going. Let's go to Revelation 20. And we're going to start at verse 7. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. So they are calling Yahweh Satan. Pay attention. And he shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the 4 quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So who was said to be as the sand of the sea? Israel. So they are saying here in Revelation that Satan is going to be loosed out of his prison in the latter days to go out to deceive the nations, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So who is as the sand of the sea? Let's go and get that. That'll be, of course, Yashala, Israel, right? Hosea chapter 1 verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. Okay. So we see here. And when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. And what he's going to do? And shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the 4 quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog, to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. So this is what Satan is going to be doing in these latter days. Why is it that Satan is doing the same thing that Yahweh said he's going to be doing in the latter days? Let's go and get that. We're going to go to Ezekiel 38. And we're going to start at verse 16. Ezekiel chapter 38, verse 16. And thou shalt come up against my people of Israel as a cloud to cover the land. It shall be in the latter days, and I will bring you against my land. Yahweh said he will do it. In the book of Revelation, they said Satan is doing it. I will bring you against my land, that the heathen may know me, when I shall be sanctified in thee, O Gog, before their eyes. Thus says Yahweh God, art thou he of whom I have spoken in old time by my servants, the prophets of Israel, which prophesied in those days many years, that I will bring you against them? Okay. So, in the book of Revelation, once again, it says that Satan is bringing Gog and Magog against the Israelites. But here in the Hebrew Bible, it's God himself that's doing it. He's bringing the Israelites against Gog and Magog. So why are they saying that it's Satan that's doing it? And that he's let out of his prison to do it? Right? They are saying that Yahweh is Satan. Satan, the devil, is doing everything Yahweh is doing. And like, only Yahweh can do these things. Like, Satan don't even have the power to do these things. Like, make fire come down from heaven, flood the earth. Satan don't have power to do these things, man. But they are saying that the beast, the dragon, the devil, Satan, is Yahweh, the God of Israel. Okay? And let's go and get one more. What else is this devil doing that Yahweh is doing? Like, right? What else? What else? Exact things that Yahweh is doing that the devil is doing. Let's go and get it. We're going to go to Revelation 11:7. Revelation chapter 11, verse 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them, and shall overcome them and kill them. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. So that's Jerusalem. These bodies are going to be lying in the streets of Jerusalem. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their bodies to be put in graves. Remember that from the top. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. Now let's go and see where Yahweh did that. So here in Revelation, the beast killed a lot of Israelites, a lot of people in the city of Jerusalem. Right? And it's funny, and it's real odd and strange that the New Testament would say that Jerusalem is spiritual Sodom and Egypt, right? Because that's where JC was crucified at, right? In Israel. And then you Christian lights are bugged out. You can't see this. Like you got to know that the Most High God is not dealing with you. You're not spiritually woke at all. All right, so let's go and get where the Most High God did this. He did this. He killed people and laid a bunch of bodies in Jerusalem and didn't allow their bodies to be buried. Okay, Yahweh did that. But in the book of Revelation, they are saying that the beast did that. The wicked, evil beast did it. Well, let's go and prove that no, this was Yahweh. And no one can deliver out of his hand. The word of Yahweh came also unto me, saying, this is Jeremiah 16, verse 1. And now this is verse 2. Thou shalt not take thee a wife, neither shalt thou have sons or daughters in this place. For thus says Yahweh concerning the sons and concerning the daughters that are born in this place, and concerning their mothers that bear them, and concerning their fathers that begot them in this land. They shall die of grievous deaths. They shall not be lamented, neither shall they be buried, but they shall be as dung upon the face of the earth, and they shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, and their carcasses shall be meat for the fowls of heaven and for the beasts of the earth. See? Just like that. The Most High God killed a whole lot of people in the land of Jerusalem and did not allow their bodies to be buried. And in the book of Revelation, we see that that's exactly what the beast did, the wicked beast. For thus says Yahweh, enter not into the house of mourning, neither go to lament nor bemoan them. For I have taken away my peace from this people, says Yahweh, even loving kindness and mercies. Both the great and the small shall die in this land. They shall not be buried, neither shall men lament for them, nor cut themselves, nor make themselves bald for them. There you go. Now that's specific right there. That's precise. Right? That's detailed, precise. That's lined up, precise. Dead bodies all over the street, not being allowed to be buried. Huh? The beast did it. And that's what it's saying in the book of Revelation, that the beast did it. And in the Hebrew Bible, it's saying that Yahweh did it. Right? Verse 7. Neither shall men tear themselves for them in mourning, to comfort them for the dead. Neither shall men give them the cup of consolation to drink for their father or for their mother. Thou shalt not also go into the house of feasting to sit with them to eat and to drink. For thus says Yahweh of hosts, the God of Israel, behold, I will cause to cease out of this place in your eyes and in your days the voice of mirth and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt show this people all these words, and they shall say unto you, wherefore has Yahweh pronounced all this great evil against us? Or what is our iniquity? Or what is our sin that we have committed against Yahweh our God? Then shall you say unto them, because your fathers have forsaken me, says Yahweh, and have walked after other gods, and have served them, and have worshipped them, and have forsaken me, and have not kept my law. Reading on. And ye have done worse than your fathers, for behold, ye walk every one after the imagination of his evil heart, that they may not hearken unto me. Yeah, that's right. You Christian lights has done worse than your forefathers. It's like every generation of the Israelites just gets worse and worse and dumber, right? Like how dumb you got to be in this generation, right? In these latter days, the age of information, you got the internet and everything, and you still believe in the Greek pagan writings of the New Testament way from 2,000 years ago? These books, these pagan writings, these ignorant, dumb, poorly written, poorly plagiarized letters in the New Testament is deceiving you in this day and age? Wow, that's worse. That's a lot worse. Whoa. Yo, that's pathetic. It's pitiful and it's shameful. Yeah. Because you can't understand. You are so dumb, you cannot understand. You cannot see. You cannot understand and listen and see that the Most High God is alone. Right? He says, there's no Savior beside me. That's not enough to wake you up and to turn you away from your wicked imagination. Right? There was no God formed before me. There was no God formed after me. That's not enough to wake you up. You will not hearken. You will not listen to him. Is there another God beside me? I know not any. That's not even enough. Right? Curse be man that trust in man and make flesh his arm. And that's still not enough. You will not listen. You will not shake the wicked imagination of that fairy tale gospel and that fictional character, Idle Shy JC. Right? Done worse than your fathers. But let's go right back here to Revelation and let's check this out. We're going to start back at Revelation 11 and 7. Man, you cannot see this. You are a stupid. I said I was going to keep this one clean. And keep this one squeaky clean so that everyone can really get fully receive and perceive this groundbreaking information. All right. Revelation 11 and 7. And when they shall have finished their testimony, the beast that ascendeth out of the bottomless pit shall make war against them and shall overcome them and kill them. We just read that Yahweh killed them in Jeremiah 16. But here in Revelation, it's saying that it's the beast that ascended out of the bottomless pit that killed them. And their dead body shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. Right? Also where JC was crucified. Where is that? That's in Israel. So why is the book of Revelation calling Israel spiritual Sodom and spiritual Egypt, the house of bondage? Right? How can Israel, our homeland, be the land of milk and honey and the house of bondage? Like, and it's spiritually Sodom, which means it's going to just be burnt up and never inhabited again? Come on, man. This is the work of your enemies. And they of the people and kindreds and tongues and nations shall see their dead bodies 3 days and a half, and shall not suffer their dead bodies to be put in graves. They will not be buried. We read that in Jeremiah 16. Yahweh did that. And they that dwell upon the earth shall rejoice over them and make merry, and shall send gifts one to another, because these two prophets tormented them that dwelt on the earth. Basically saying that the Israelites are false prophets. And after 3 days and a half, the spirit of life from God entered into them, and they stood upon their feet, and great fear fell upon them which saw them. So now these bodies that were left in the streets and prevented from being buried, now these same dead bodies are being resurrected by some other god. Because Revelation says that the beast killed these people in Jerusalem. And Jeremiah tells us Yahweh killed these people in Jerusalem. And now some new god that came newly up, some new god is putting life in these bodies that Yahweh killed, that Revelation saying that the beast killed. Now some mysterious god, some fictional character grandfather god, is now resurrecting these dead bodies that Yahweh killed, that Revelation is saying that the beast killed. And they heard a great voice from heaven, saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. Right? So their enemies would be other Israelites, of course, because they are in Jerusalem when this is happening. Okay, so they are saying in the New Testament that they are taking and accepting even the dead people that reject Yahweh. They got a God for you. Don't worry about that. Those that Yahweh rejects and those that reject Yahweh, y'all are all accepted in the New Testament to serve JC. That's what it's saying to you, man. Right? So that lets you know that whoever is a Christian, they pretty much are rejected of God. Yeah. Unless you repent, right? Serve the Most High God, Yahweh only. Yep. So I hope that was edifying. All praises be to the Most High God. And that was definitely a treat, because that was groundbreaking information. No one has ever lined that up like that ever. All right? You got it here first from the high priest. And This video lesson is stretched out and detailed in a series called Revelation Demolition. All right. Shalom, Miss Paka, Barakatah, Yahweh Akkad.